Today we have a piece of Chinese elm, and it is a burl, on top at least. The grain down here is pretty spectacular as well. It's got a few small problems. There's no way, even trying to flatten it off, Forstner bit got in my way since I don't have a drill press. And so I'm leaving the tailstock in. I'm gonna flatten the bottom off, put a mortise or a tenon on it, then turn it around and probably even wait to turn the outside till I get it turned around because I don't like this one bit, but it's what I can deal with right now. So we're gonna start turning on it. We'll see how it goes. Could be that I leave it on for longer, just depending on how things are. Anybody's guess is as good as mine what this is gonna turn out looking like. But we're gonna have fun with it. We're gonna get started here. Let me get geared up and we'll get ready to take off. All right, everybody. It's been on the lathe a while. We've been out of town and we've done some other things, so it's just kind of set here. It's been sanded up to 220 with all the difference of variations in the grain. I didn't see any reason to go any further than that. It's nice and smooth. Where it's smooth, where it's not, it's just not going to be smooth anyway. So time for a finish. As usual, Howard's Feed and Wax. And let me get the stuff and we'll get started on it. And we'll see how pretty this is going to be when we're done. All right, I'll let this sit for about 10-15 minutes. I can buff part of it, but not all of it. I may go over it with a pad of some kind on my drill to see if I can get some of this a little better buffed out as well. This I'll just clean out with a toothbrush. Do a couple of coats of that, and I'll bring you back when we turn it around and get the tenon off. Should be exciting. I forgot to put a center hole in the tenon when I turned it back around to make the tenon bigger. So now the struggle begins to find center so that I can take the bottom and get the bottom right. So we'll see how it is. Bring it back when we're getting ready for it. Well, when I said that there was no hole, Howard Feed and Wax, on the bottom, the problem was there was too many holes. So the bottom was actually kind of broken out a little bit. If I show you this, you can see there was a bigger scar here. So for a little bark inclusion. So there was no way I could find center. So I even marked it with a gauge because the tenon that was on here was perfectly round. So I marked it with a gauge and I couldn't get it to where it could find center. So I could even put a small drill bit in there so I could put it on the live center. So I ended up doing the next best thing, which is spending the next 45 minutes sanding it. I took it over to my belt sander and just pretty much belt sanded it down, sanded it up to 320. This is just 240 here, just because everything is so rough anyway. It wasn't going to get really smooth, but it's still smooth. You got this nice pretty grain here. Nice features, nice inside. Got some burling in there. This is still all burl. The top is all burl. And I still have a couple more small pieces of this. Don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet, but pretty happy with it. Would have liked to make it a little thinner, but with this feature up here, going any thinner would have ruined this one. These would have started going away. This had already started going away. I didn't want it all to go away, so I thought I'd just leave it a little thicker. It's about 3/4 of an inch thick all the way around. Even on the bottom, I just left it that way so it was kind of even, and it's not too heavy, but it's nice. Nice little vase, something. I just don't know, just call them what I see them. I appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate you watching. If you'd like, subscribe and hit the like button. Leave a comment. I do respond to all comments. I try to do it pretty quickly. Sometimes I'm not so quick, but I will get to you as soon as I'm done washing my shirt. Have a nice day, and we'll catch you next time.